Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Doc Holliday Single Barrel Cask Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So, first and foremost, I want to just go with the fact that bottle design on this is, I got to give them an A+ on this. You got the cow on the front with the, and you got the 6-shooter in the top. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. You can't beat that. And who doesn't like the story of Doc Holliday other than my brother who's never heard of it? So, anyways, I won't get into that. But we're probably going to get into that.
I do like the top.
No, everything about it is great. So let's just get in to see if the whiskey is half as good as the package that it came in. So this one comes in at 117.4 proof. We got it for $79.99. Now, it is non-age stated. It's distilled out of Indiana. It's bottled by World Whiskey Society Company, LLC, out of Pendergrass, Georgia. The mash bill is 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% barley. It didn't say malted barley. This thing's heavy as a bastard, too. I love the top.
They're probably actual shells.
The funny thing is, they can't
not.
give you actual shells.
Could have with nothing in it.
Well, I guess. But
they didn't. They
didn't. But it actually looked like the cap was like, I said, oh, we didn't cut the cap. But it actually looks like
that's because it's actually a metal cap.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's heavy.
Nice job.
Yep. No, I like the cap. It almost looks like when you do that. You ever use a speed loader on a 6-shooter?
Yes.
And you set it up, and that's what it kind of reminds me of. But anyways.
Yes, Tom, we have.
I'm just asking. Not everybody shoots the 6-shooters anymore.
I have 8 of them.
Huh?
I probably have 8 of them.
I should. Who am I asking? Right, exactly. No.
How big do you want to go?
I'm the one without the guts. Ooh, hold on.
This is already
I knew you were going with this.
2 folds ahead of yesterday.
This is why I wanted to go with it. It's merely $10 more. It's
I already said
it's 17 proof.
Other than if someone wants to piss them on about a non-age stated, then too bad for you, Charlie. Yeah. I'd go here all day. I'll spend the extra $10. Yeah. I didn't even taste it yet.
Nope. So, and that's why I wanted to do it.
The World Whiskey Society, that's the other one.
That's the one that we really like back there that we got for dirt cheap. Remember they tried to get rid of them for they were way more money.
Yes.
This also, because I did look up MSRP. The reason I did grab it is it was slightly low. I want to say MSRP was like mid to high 80s type of a thing, which wasn't outrageous, but this was a discounted price. That's why I said grab that, please. I like the bottle. All right, let's try.
Okay. I'm liking everything better. You can laugh all you want. In my little pea brain that's ricocheting around right now, it's just like, woohoo.
Well, I'm riding your pea brain right now because I'm 1,000% with you. The difference, okay, so, and I hate when I do this. It's hard to judge off of a day before, but like when you go back to that one with the name and with the stuff, it was so monotone, and it wasn't like there's a fruity, sugary presence in the front of this, and then and when you roll it on your tongue, it changes the flavor. It almost brings the fruit out. I'll figure out what fruit I'm thinking in a minute. But then you get the caramel, and I want to say it finishes with an oak. I'm going to do that in a minute because I was riding the ride. It is still engulfed in my mouth.
It definitely hangs
It's not hot. 117 proof. This drink's similar to yesterday's. Not as low.
Yeah,
I'd probably go to 1 O's.
I'd probably be 114 somewhere in there.
Oh, you'd be up that high. All right, let me try it again.
But
I took a little sip because I wasn't sure how this was going to hit me.
But it did tingle. It did hit harder than 100 of yesterday, so I would have bumped it up. Yesterday's was very easy. That's the only thing it really had going for it.
Okay, so I'm getting like a maraschino cherry, and that's what I thought it was, but I wanted to just confirm that.
This nose is like
so I'm getting that sugary red liquid the maraschino cherry sits in. Like I'm really getting that flavor when you roll it on your tongue right in the beginning. A beautiful caramel that leans on the brown sugar. Like it actually brings that sugary aspect with the maraschino cherry. You know what I mean? On there. 1,000 times better than yesterday's. 1,000 times better.
Okay, which it does finish with a light oak.
It does. I'm still getting to that because it does engulf you. But everything you roll it in your mouth, everything it touches, it has a nice viscosity. Right. It coats very well. It stays in there. Not that yesterday's was bad. This just is better in all aspects.
It just
All
puts back
aspects.
in my head that the beer we gave it
No,
was all there.
It was in that range. This is not going to be in that range.
Oh,
This is a far superior whiskey, you know. And it's got Doc Holliday, who was a dentist. Herbie wants to be a dentist. Everybody wants to be a dentist, you know. I didn't realize that when they called him Doc Holliday. Anyone who's ever been to, and if you haven't been to Tombstone, Arizona, it's actually a really cool place to go out there. You can go see the OK Corral and in the actual cemetery and stuff like that. But
I just want the cap.
no, I hear you. Everything about it. You know what I mean? Because again, they didn't have to go out and put the. That's the cool thing when you go in Arizona. Everyone's got the dead steer, longhorn.
Yeah.
You can buy them everywhere. Hold on.
I wonder if they hooked up with somebody that, fabricates these and then they just incorporated the cork.
Again, I don't know. I
Because
can
it
say
feels like it's a legit cylinder.
Yeah, it does actually, but it's hollow, so it's not.
No, I
It's just-
get it, but did they fabricate it? Somebody that's making them could fabricate that.
Again, I get another kudos to World Whiskey Society. That, I mean, we've had a few of these now,
yeah.
and they've all been spectacular as far as their presentation is unique. I like the writing usually. Like I like this because it actually looks like the old timey magazines and
so
stuff
they're
like that.
buying a whiskey.
Yep.
And they still go the extra mile with everything else.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And it's not, crazy money.
it's not a 700 milliliter.
That
First of
too.
all, you know what I mean.
Yes.
But they decked out the bottles. You
That's
know
what I mean.
Yeah, no, I agree. And even the one that was finished in tequila was spectacular. But it had a ram's horn on the top. Do you remember? It had It
Is
had
that
like
still around?
yeah, that's over there. It's underneath. It's around. I didn't do anything with it. We don't have any other tequila finishes.
They
to put it
do.
up against. They
I
presentation. They're there. They bring it to the
even
table.
flavor.
Yeah,
Another one that takes the Indiana juice and does a really good job with it. And I
was gonna
will
get to that.
Commend them for that.
Yep.
It's almost like the copper and cask. We've really not had a bad one of those, and I don't think we've really had a bad one of these. So
The distiller from Indiana was super nice to us and said he would take us for a tour anytime we wanted to go there because we do rave about everything that comes off of there. But I do have to say, and there's no other way to take it that's not derogatory, but it's amazing to me how well everybody else does with their juice, but yet they have a problem with selling their own stuff. You know what I mean? Like they don't have anything spectacular that comes out. Their best lineup is like Remus Repeal, and it's their worst lineup. I like the Remus 9. A banging bottle. They did a phenomenal job on that.
Yep.
And I do like a lot of their cheaper stuff is better than their more expensive stuff. What I'm saying is like if you're going to make a premium whiskey, which I would put this in that status.
it's right there.
It's bringing the premium flavor, the taste, everything
hangs,
about it.
It does hang on.
But
so.
again, this is somebody else doing wonders. It's what Penelope did with their stuff, and they bought Penelope back. You know what I mean? This is another company that's doing wonders with their whiskey, which to me, kudos to those people.
Obviously, their starting product is pretty damn good.
They're starting with the good shit. Absolutely, I agree.
We've had a couple that had their product and then did fuck it up. But
Yeah.
mostly they've all kind of rolled it into something very good, and they don't go crazy. I don't know if there's anything crazy over 100. Well, they did say, didn't they say that one?
They said that one was
supposed to be
pricey,
like
but
120
again,
and 110, 120. But we
yeah.
got it for a deal.
We got it for a deal. We got it for like 28 or something like that.
Thank
Man,
you-
the more
thank you,
this
Steve.
sits in the glass, the
No,
better this
it's-
keeps getting.
Yes,
I'm
This
an A.
This is going to be a contender, actually.
I'm an A. I wanted to go to an A+. I figured you would shut me down. I don't know what is better than this. The other ones might beat it, but this is not going to lose.
No, I don't think he's going to lose, but the farm.
Star Hill had a little bit longer finish. I'll give you that.
But
and a little bit more oaky presence, even maybe.
Correct, but it has the same. It's a little less proof. All I'm saying is that's.
This ain't going to lose by much.
No,
you're not going to go
I'm-
like we did the other
you
day
just
when you're
said-
like, yeah, I agree.
That's one of them that just popped in my head. It's like
Yep.
that one could probably hold its own.
But I
with
think this had more flavor, more taste than the last book.
I would
we
get-
did.
I agree.
I think it just
That
has.
was-
That
It was
just
a hottie
hot.
nut.
Yeah, it was hot and a nut. I think this brings way more complexity to the table. I'm an easy A. I could be persuaded to an A+, but I'll take it as an A. It doesn't matter because it's going to be in contention. I agree. Whether it makes the top 10 or not, it depends how the rest of the year goes.
I was going to say, it's holding its
but
own
it's
right now, I
not
think.
going to be like, oh, it's not in contention. I agree. I think
yes.
this is right there, even though, because, again, the 117, it's not drinking hot to me.
No,
I think I would be at like 108. You know what I mean? Because it's leaving a little bit in my throat.
Now that we've had a couple sips, you might be right there.
Yeah,
You know, initially I said 114, but
Yeah.
that was the initial kick. But it doesn't really settle heavy in your throat. So it's
And it's not drinking like, oh, that's got to be in the 120s because it's hot. Like, it's not drinking with that either.
Yeah,
You don't know.
jump there.
I think it has more of an intensity and flavor. I couldn't say it's 100 proof, but I think I would probably be in like the, maybe 104, 108, you know what I mean? In that range on as far as the way it drinks in your mouth. It's not hot in your mouth at all.
No.
It's just the amount of flavor that stays with you makes you think it's a higher proof. That's it. But, yeah, again, they knocked this one out of the park.
They did.
So we'll keep this one short and sweet because we have so many long ones that we do, and quite frankly, we both are trying not to kill the rest of the bottle glass that we have because this is damn good. And we just cracked it, so I can only hope it keeps getting better. And I have a feeling that this is going to do very well in a lot of blinds if I put anything
I agree.
in there. So easy A for me. So there you go. If you see it, not only are you going to get a dynamic bottle, you're going to get amazing juice in the glass.
It's a definite topper.
Yeah. So especially if you can get it at a deal, that's even better. Where you guys come in, leave a comment down below if you guys see this regularly. I know some of you guys said you saw the other ones, but they were way crazy priced.
Yeah.
Leave a comment if you guys can't. If you see this for $150, I wouldn't highly recommend it. At $79.99, I say run, don't walk to the store and get it. You know what I mean? It competes with the Elijahs, the Larceny, and the Booker's.
If it was even at the Booker's price, I think it's worth a try.
Oh, if it's at 100, I would buy it. 100%, just for the presentation of the bottle. This is a cool bottle. It really is.
And it's definitely worth trying.
It stands out if it's on your bar. People are going to be like, "What's up with the dead Longhorn?" Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't know. There you go. That's our review. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.